Hey, welcome to another episode of the Rob Report. I'm your host, Robert Bob TV Brown. Before we get into the segment, by the end of this video, I want you to do a few things for me. First of all, if you like the video, hit the like button. Please do. If you don't like it, hit unlike. It's okay. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Sometimes, as Jimmy Dole would say, you find yourself unsubscribed and you need to make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell right next to it so you can be notified when a new video is being dropped. Whoop, there it is. And more importantly, the super chat will be on for this segment, so if you want to donate toward the efforts of Bob TV, that's freely up to you. I do have a job, but any amount will help toward the growth of this channel. And more important, let us help you help us by introducing you to a program. There's a link down below that says Equal Justice for All. You're going to click that video link, and there's some educational tutorial about a phenomenal program in America that is really making equal justice a reality for every citizen. So this program is phenomenal. The proceeds from you participating in the program will go back, 10% will go back into the Bob TV YouTube channel. So anyway, my name is Robert Brown with the Rob Report. Let's get into it. Hey, good day. Welcome to another episode of Rob Report. I'm your host, Robert Bob TV Brown. Will somebody come and get your girl? Cardi B. Come on, Me Too. Where you guys at, man? Because you really silent on this issue with Cardi B and her drugging men and taking money from them. This thing goes on in the hood all day. Strippers do it. Desperate times bring desperate measures. But where's the Me Too lady at on this thing? You know what I'm saying? Where's KRS-One sister lady right here? Where's the Me Too lady at? Where she's at on these situations? How come Me Too is so silent right now? Why are they not saying something about Cardi B and her extracurricular activities when she was coming up in the music scene? Now, she got plenty of money now. She need to pay those guys their money back. And if those guys were around, I would sue. You know, and the whole thing is, how come, you know, I had on one of my subscribers said, well, I ain't hearing nobody coming out. Well, who wants to come out known unless they lost it all? I wouldn't come out, especially if I'm a married man and I'm going to the strip club, because that's what married men do. They go to the strip club to get away. You got that nagging wife at home. She all on, I mean, I need to get out the house. Man, I'm just getting out of that house hanging with the boys. You go hang out with the boys, you go to the strip club, it's a new fantasy. And those women give you all that attention. Once they dance, they come to you. And there's a game to it. The game is getting money out of you, whether it's on the stage or off the stage. Now, I'm not saying that for every stripper, because a lot of strippers, they do this. They don't like it, but they do it to go through college and things like that. I mean, you know, I sold drugs, so I can't hate on you. What you're doing is legal. What I did was illegal. So who am I to judge you? But when you go to the extra mile where you're going to act like you're going to have sex with the guy, and you take him back to the hotel, and 9 times 10 you did have sex with them, get them in the mood, you had sex with them, and once they was out, you probably went in their wallet, stole everything, and left. It happens. Or you get them so pissy drunk where he pass out before having sex, and you're happy because now I ain't got to have sex with this dude. I would have did it if I needed to, but I ain't got to. Let me get the money and I'm out. And you can't do that when you got a habitual person that go to the strip club, because now they start stalking you. Because like I said before, I had a friend of mine who she was being stalked, and she literally had to leave and went to work at Walmart, which is an honorable job. Walmart is not an honorable company, but it's a job. Okay, legit job. So she admitted to this out of her own mouth. There's no defense. Whether men come out or not, she admitted to it. There's no defense. She said it. And like I said, desperate time make people do desperate things, and illegal activity is illegal activity. And nobody, Me Too isn't saying nothing about that. I mean, there's people who've done stupid stuff too, crimes. And Me Too is not saying nothing about that. Oh, if it was a crime against a woman, they sexually harassed her or they rape her, that's a crime. But when you sexually assaulting a man, or you are using them to steal their money, that's still a crime. Why are you not saying nothing? Do it have to be just sexual Me Too? Or can it just be a crime if you robbing people? Bill Cosby was drugging women, and nobody really knows what happened after he drugged them. You don't know. You was out. In the same situation with this man. These men, we don't know what she did with the men. The man was knocked out. She could have put a cucumber up there behind. You know, you don't know what she did to them dudes. But yet, we might have a good idea of what she did to those guys, because recently, she went on TV. I mean, she went on Instagram and talked about some of the things that she said. Now, we're going to go into what she said soon, but I'm going to read this article concerning the situation with Cardi B and what she did. It said Cardi B can't catch a break this week, shortly after an old Instagram live video. Now, stop saying it's old. It doesn't matter where it was old. Bill Cosby, his so-called charges was so far back in the 70s and the 60s when people were high on all kind of drugs, and you had to take drugs in order to come down from the high. And you probably passed out, or you probably got in the mood, and you don't even remember what happened to you, and then now you wonder how in the world I end up in the bed with this person. Believe me, I know. I remember one time I got so pissy drunk at the club, man, drinking these things called blue motorcycles, and this girl was coming up to me giving me mad vibes, so I'm vibing her back, man, and we going back over there by the bathroom, we kissing the whole 9 yards. You know, my boy's trying to tell me, Rod, what in the world you doing, man? What, you crazy? I'm like, yo, y'all just mad because y'all ain't going home to nothing. I'm going, hey, she all on me, bro. Y'all just mad. Not knowing them brothers was trying to save me, because, man, when I woke up next to Jabba the Hutt sister. And she was still asleep. I turned the other way and I saw her 2 kids, man. Tell my mama we hungry. I ain't telling your mama nothing. Y'all hungry? I'll go get y'all some McDonald's, but y'all got to zip it and flip it. Shh. So I went and got them some McDonald's, man. I ain't been back since then. So I'm wrong. I'm wrong, man. I'm wrong. But I know what it's like to get drunk and wake up to something that I don't know if I had sex with that girl or not. I don't know. You know, I think I did. Oh, God. You know, but I was drunk. I was intoxicated. And in these situations, you don't want to know what's going on. She admitted to getting these guys intoxicated. So you don't know what went on. But the bottom line is she admitted to stealing from them. God knows what happened in between getting intoxicated and her taking the money. But we got a good idea of what could have happened. Okay. Anyway, this article said old live Instagram video. Who cares? The fact is, she said it. Resurface of the Grammy Award winning winner bragging about drugging and robbing men. Bragging. Another clip is making the rounds. This time, the former Bronx stripper and Love and Hip Hop New York co-star boast about tricking men into hooking up with transvestite. Tricking men? Oh, man, that's the worst thing. Now, if you're a transvestite and you watch this show, look, I mean, y'all do y'all thing, man. I mean, that's not me. I'm a heterosexual. I like my women all natural, if you know what I mean. Well, she can get, I mean, she got a job, you know, got the breast implants. I ain't got no problem with that. But to each his own. I mean, your life is your life. I'm too busy worrying about mine, so I can't be getting into that. But to fool a man into thinking he's with a woman, an all-natural woman, and he's drunk, and then this woman is doing, this transvestite is doing this thing to this man, but he thinking it's a real woman. That is cold, man. That stuff gets you killed, man. You have to get somebody dirty, pissy, drunk in order to do that, because you ain't going to do that in the natural and not get your behind whooped. You know, let's go look at the video, what she said. I was going to read the article, but let's just watch this video of what she actually said. All right, so here we are on Instagram, and this is from Rap News, and this is the video Cardi B, and she's going to be talking about what I would do if a Negro cheated on me. Now, did she do this? Or this is something she did before? Nobody knows. But just the mere fact that you would say something like this. But let's listen to what you have to say. Because you always got, sometimes you're on point with political things and like that, but then It's this grimy gutter street female. I mean, look, clearly she's a gorgeous woman. Gorgeous woman. Man, but this attitude make her look horrible.
Cheat on me, I'll be like, guy, I'm gonna take him out. We're gonna get drunk. I'm gonna get him all perked up and everything. We're gonna have a good time. Get him super twisted. Then bring a bitch around. We're gonna have a threesome. And when he wake up, he gonna be like, what the fuck? Yeah, because the bitch was a tranny. I'm be like, yup, we had a threesome with a tranny. Yup, a tranny suck your dick. You don't gotta fuck another nigga to get even, bitch. There's other ways to.
All right, so let me go into this. I mean, all right, so she said, I got me a guy. She says in the clip. She actually said in the video that if somebody gonna cheat on me, this is what I'm gonna do. Now, has she been cheated on before? She's a beautiful woman, so only a fool would cheat on her based on her beauty. But as you can see on the inside, she's just as ghetto ratchet as they come. I mean, I live in the Bronx, and majority of women in the Bronx don't act like this, man. You got to be straight hood, gutter hood. That like this. And I mean, and like I say, you got some people straight hood, man. They're really decent, good people. But you got some people just grimy. And they grime all day long. So she basically said, I'm going to take him out. We're going to get drunk. Yeah, that sounds all right, right? Go out with you. We're going to get a little drinky drink. I'm going to get them all perked up and everything. We're going to have a good time. Then I'm going to get them super twisted. Then I'm going to bring a bitch around. We're going to have a threesome. So she's basically talking a man's language, a real man's man that is not, I mean, just down for whatever. Well, not for whatever. But hey, you know, you telling me we're going to go get something to eat. We're going to get a little drinky drink. You're going to bring your girlfriend over. I'm thinking you're going to bring your girlfriend over. And we're going to have a good time. She said, we're going to have a threesome. And when he wake up, he going to be like, what the blank? In other words, both of them still going to be in bed. You're going to have the all-natural fine woman breasts, but, you know, the parts that he like, the vagina. Then you look to the left, you probably see a dude with breasts and a Man, you be ready to kill somebody after seeing something like that. And then she going to say, I'm going to say, yeah, because the B was a tranny. I'm going to be like, yep, we had a threesome with a tranny. Yep, a tranny blank your blank. Even B, there's other ways to do it. All right, in other words, she's saying, look, I'm a dude. You cheat on me, I'm gone. I'm not going to go stay with you and go cheat on you with another woman. But then again, you got some guys got a lot of women. I'd rather be single as I am, where I have my access to as many women as I can, because I'm not committed to nobody. So I can get with whoever I want to get with, many times I want. And, hey, my phone stay locked. I got plenty of women I can talk to. And I don't get in a committed relationship because I don't want to be locked down at this moment. I like my freedom to go and come in as I please. But if I was in a relationship, I'm not going to cheat on my lady. I'd rather just be friends. If I can't control myself, I'll be just friends. I'm not going to cheat on you. But if you cheat on me, I'm gone. I'm gone. I might give you one shot. One shot to get it right. Mike, you got to be a doggone good woman for me to do that. And it has to be me that drove you to that. Because men and women can drive people to do things that they normally wouldn't do. You treat me like trash and this person treat me good, what do you think is going to happen? The chance of cheating can happen. But then I look at myself and it's my fault. In this situation, you don't have to do stupid stuff like that. That is dumb. Leave. You're going to say you're going to get them back like this, man? All kind of crimes involved in this stuff. You got rape. That was unwanted advances. In your mindset, you thinking you with two natural women, and one of them is, you know, they may not penetrating you, but they giving you oral sex, and you thinking this is a woman. And then you wake up, it's a dude next to you. You'll be ready to kill somebody over. I'm serious. A real dude be ready to slice somebody up over there. And you wonder how, you know, people get an abusive relationship and women get black eyes and men get black eyes. Stupid stuff like this. She couldn't have did this to any man. But then again, the young lady asked me earlier, how come no men have come out against this? They said one guy came out and then he retracted. And he probably retracted when she came out with the tranny thing. First of all, if Cardi B did this to me and I was a married man and I was hooking up with Cardi B and she stole my money, if I don't want to get out of my marriage and I don't want my wife to know about it, I'll chalk that as a loss and wouldn't mess with her no more. So he's not going to come out, especially if he's still with his wife. Now, if he's not with his wife, he might come out. I ain't got nothing to lose. I'm coming out and I'm telling the whole story. But if I still got my wife and my kids and they got to see this and you want me to finally come to the man and decide to take my case and bring it before the world against Cardi B, it's going to be out there in front of my wife and kids. So most men of character is just going to chalk it as a loss when it comes to her robbing them and drugging them and robbing them. You're really going to count it as a loss when it comes to drugging, robbing you, and probably having me think that I'm getting oral sex from a woman when it's really a dude and I'm so drunk that I don't even know. And she plotted this. It was premeditated, which would make it a crime. That's called unwanted sexual, unwanted sexual advances. Unwanted sexual advances. I didn't want that sexual advantage. You told me you was going to bring your girlfriend. That's a tranny. He got a male part. So you know that dude ain't coming out. That dude ain't coming out unless he like that kind of stuff. I mean, hey, there's some guys into that stuff. You know, women into that. Have a tranny. Women into, some women are like a regular man and a tranny man. And they'll eat that up. And let me go back to this article. People today, man. On Tuesday, March 26, Cardi B addressed the controversy stemming from the first video in a lengthy Instagram statement. She admitted she wasn't proud of the past and insisted she was simply doing what she had to do to survive. I made the choices that I did at the time because I had very limited options. Oh, you can't work at McDonald's and Burger King? Oh, no, you need that fast money. You couldn't do no newspaper, pass it out at the Subway. Because you got some people do that. Some people come to this country looking for opportunities, and that's where they start. You have guys out there at Lenox Avenue passing out newspapers, yet they're going to school at night to be a doctor. You out there stripping, but was you stripping to go have a career? No, you're stripping to get money to go into the studio. At the same time, you're robbing men, playing on their emotions, and sitting up there drugging them and robbing them, and God knows what between. Because I'm guarantee you, she probably did some stuff in between. And she probably was excited the fact that he was so drunk that she didn't have to do anything, which was one of the best. That's the easiest way to rob somebody. When you're so drunk, I ain't got to worry about you. I'll lay you in your bed and don't even take your clothes off. I'll take your money and I'm out. But I'm quite sure there's some time when the man wasn't that drunk. And she had to do something with him for him to fall asleep and then take the money. So anyway, this is disgusting, man. And like I said, man, where's Me Too when you need him? Because that's a Me Too moment, man. She said, I made the choices that I did at the time because I had very limited options. You had the same options as any other American girl. Stop that. You got the same options I got. I work a crappy job and I got to hustle on the side just to make extra money too. But there are legitimate ways of making money. Legitimate. Even when I was young and I had a nice body, abs and everything, I wasn't trying to gigolo women out of their money. And believe me, I had women, I was in my 20s, I had women 40, 50 years old, good-looking women at that I could have played with their emotion and got that Social Security check, but I wasn't going to do nothing like that. So stop that. There's no excuses, limited option. Your options, you have the same options that any other person to come to this country. I was blessed to have been able to rise from that, but so many women have not. Whether or not there were poor choices at the time, I did what I had to do to survive. No, you did what you chose to do to survive. You could have got a McDonald's job. Look, let me tell you something. You guys know I've been out here, you know, I'm fighting for my job back. But look, I'm out here applying at Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, you name it. You know, because and especially a night job, because I like doing what I'm doing here. You know, I'm not going to make an excuse for me to go out there and sell drugs again. When I was running drugs from D.C. to Virginia, man, I was making over $2,000-3,000 per trip. Easy money. Didn't even take 6 hours going there and coming back. I'm not going back to that, man. Anyway, let me keep going. Then she's going to use this excuse. She said, the men I spoke about in my life were men that I dated, that I was involved with, men that were conscious, willing, and aware. I have a past that I can't change. We all do. Hold up. You say you drugged him. So how you could say, so you drugged your boyfriend, and when you drugged him, they were conscious, willing, and aware. Meanwhile, the surviving Cardi B hashtag continued to circulate, sparking seemingly endless debates on what makes it okay for her to get away with some of these things she did, despite how long ago it happened. And that's where I'm at. In this part 2 story of Me Too, Come Get Your Girl, Cardi B is... Now, understand me. I believe in redemption. I believe in changing. I believe in a brand new slate. She's at this point now where she don't have to do that. God bless her. But as she said, there's many women that's still on the streets doing this. You're wrong. Don't do this, ladies. You can get killed doing this stuff. You can literally be murdered messing around with men doing this stuff. Getting a man drunk, getting mad, trying to get him back, getting him drunk, get him high, zooted up, and then you're going to go into the hotel and act like you and your girlfriend going to come and y'all, you know, giving this guy oral sex, and then he wake up out of his drunk and find out a dude right next to him. Man, people get cut and killed for that. Yeah, she trying to make it seem like they already knew. They knew who it was. They didn't mind it. You saying you were pulling the trick on this dude. Why would you go to this level of madness to get revenge if it was something warranted? Stop. Stop. You look at this lady. She's a very beautiful lady. That's why I tell people you can't be moved by what's on the outside. That's why I'll take a ugly woman with a beautiful heart than a beautiful woman with an ugly heart. I would. I would. Now, I ain't taking them this one. I ain't going that far. I ain't dating KRS-One's sister, because that's just who she looked like. She looked like KRS-One with cornrows and lipstick. I ain't going that far, you know. But beauty, to me, is attitude. Beautiful woman. That attitude is funky. But Rob, you know you'll date her. Honestly speaking, she's a good-looking woman. She's fine. But with that kind of attitude, it wouldn't be for long. I can deal with it for... I can't even trust to have sex with her, because she liable to get me drunk, and I'm nah. I wouldn't trust her. If she come to me and say, hey, Rob, you know I want you. Here's my number tonight. Meet me at the hotel. Believe me, if I meet you at the hotel, I ain't drinking jack. I'm locking the doors. Ain't smoking jack. Nobody's coming in. It's just me and you. And you better know that I'm going to be wide awake. I ain't going to sleep until you after you leave that door. Anyway, let me stop. No, this is wrong, man. This is wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. As Bill Cosby can admit to drugging women and get locked up for that. It wasn't... he didn't get locked up on the most of the sexual harassment charges. It was him admitting that he was drugged. He drugged women. Let me tell you something. He probably drugged men too, because once you high on them Quaaludes, man, you back in the 70s, you were so high you had to take something to come down, and it put you to sleep. It knocked you out. And they was doing that stuff back then. And if he took advantage of a woman while she was asleep, then that was wrong. And he needed to be locked up for it. But hey, Richard Pryor said they used to do all that stuff. They used to be so high, they'd wake up in the bed, men, women, all of them in the same bed, and most of them butt naked. That's why, man, that Hollywood stuff, man, I like staying in my lane. I like my one lady, and that's all I need. I don't need all that extra stuff. This is what comes out of having that extra stuff. And anybody who's up here trying to defend her, you can't defend. Well, she had to do what she had to do. Well, I guess I had to do what I had to do at the same time. Was I was sitting up here stealing from somebody's household because their mama was on crack, and I was taking every dime she had so she can get that crack. Because she was going to get it from somebody. Why not me? Yeah, at the same time, no food because she was selling the food stamps. No Christmas toys because she was bringing the Christmas toys selling her, and they don't have no food. And so, no, I was wrong. I was wrong. Now, before I go, repenting is a good thing. Getting it all out is a good thing. If you're going to do this, to make sure that you encourage people not to ever do this again. Don't be this way. I was wrong, and if you're doing it, you're wrong. If you're doing that for this sole purpose, I'm with you. But you ain't doing this. It seemed like you continue to brag, and this last one was a brag. You said, girl, if a man gonna do me wrong, this is what I'm gonna do to this man. Me too. Come get your girl.